How's it everyone, this is Lolcohol, and in today's video I'm going to be making some explode gloves for martial artists. So there's these interesting modifiers that can come from this rune over here, Katla's Gloom. This says can roll decay modifiers, and this includes modifiers like damaging ailments deal damage faster, but also ones like this, increase magnitude of bleeding you inflict. Now this modifier, when equipped with Way of the Stonefist, turns into enemies you kill have a chance to explode. Now there's three different modifiers for this. There's one for ignite, like this. This is ignite magnitude. That gives you burning enemies have a chance to explode. Then there's also magnitude of poison, which gives you enemies you kill have a chance to explode, dealing a quarter of their maximum life as chaos damage. You can actually get multiple of these on a single pair of gloves for double explode. The thing that's a bit tough with these is that you can go through a lot of chaos orbs just trying to find that modifier. But the other day on stream, I had an idea. Wait, what if we use an Omen of Putrefaction, which desecrates the entire item while it has a Katla's Gloom in it, so it can roll decay modifiers? Would that work? And turns out, yes. So I made a lot of these gloves. I'm fishing for very specific modifiers, but as we unveil these, I will explain. So first things first, we got to get these guys up to 20% quality. I paid about 8 to 10 chaos for these with quality. Armor scraps are quite expensive, so buying these with quality made a big difference in how much this costs. This is what the search looked like. I was just searching for gold gloves. I did level 75 so that we can hit the ignite modifier tier 1 with a bit of quality, also not corrupted and not desecrated, and also with 6 modifiers, so I don't have to waste exalts slamming it. So now that these have quality, next thing is to add sockets, and then we're going to put in Katla's Gloom. These, I've paid everything from 5 exalts all the way up to 18, 20, 25 exalts, depending on the time of day. The total cost for each one of these currently, of course, market depending, is about 40 exalted orbs, which is about half a divine. Just make sure these have 6 modifiers. And then what we want to do is we're going to take these, Omen of Putrefaction, right click it to activate it. And then when we desecrate this item, it'll turn each modifier into a desecrated modifier. So like that. And then we can go to the Well of Souls and we can unveil these guys. Now the good news is that over on PoE 2DB, you can search for Way of the Stonefist, and then over here, modifiers, it'll show you what each of these modifiers that get unveiled convert into. You learn these a lot more quickly than you would expect, but the perfect pair of gloves for me would probably have something like bleed magnitude for the explode, then physical damage, and then percent energy shield for suffixes, +2 level of melee skills, crit bonus, which gets converted into base critical strike chance, and then the other modifier, which I really want to get, but is seemingly extraordinarily rare, is that on intelligence-based gloves, you can roll a modifier, which is chance to gain arcane surge when you deal a critical hit. This gets converted into chance to gain a power charge on crit. I really want this mod. I've made probably, I don't know, a dozen of these gloves, and I haven't seen it once. So let's just reveal, and I'll talk you through it as we go. Over here, the best thing is going to be energy shield. So this is tier 2 or tier 1. It gives evasion rating and energy shield per player level. This is very good. Percent increased energy shield is also fantastic. This one gives us more global evasion rating and energy shield. But this one is a higher tier, so I'm going to grab that. And we just keep revealing. So here's the percent energy shield. This is fantastic. Accuracy turns into chance to blind enemies on hit. And now we're hoping for, yeah, none of these are good. This will convert into damages extra physical. So no explode on these, but we can keep going. None of these are particularly good. Dexterity gives us chance to fire additional projectiles. Fire resistance, always good. Level of all melee skills. This one is fantastic, but the rest of the gloves kind of suck. Intelligence gives us cooldown reduction, which is really, really nice for bell builds that are using hollow resonance, the one on your back. But yeah, these gloves, they're okay. These are probably an upgrade for a lot of people, but not for us. Let's go next. Alrighty. Life. Maximum life is less damage taken on low life. Yeah, none of these are particularly good. And then there's the hybrid, which is recoup. So, I don't know. Blind's okay. Mana. This modifier is great. This turns into melee damage on low mana. RIP. Bit of cooldown reduction. Yep. These gloves are dead. Attribute requirements turns into all attributes. You can see that over here. So 22 all attributes, fantastic. But again, no explode. Let's see what else we get. Fire damage to attacks, that's good. Energy shield, that's nice. Percent, yes. Exposure effect, none of these are really that great. Exposure effect gives us, I believe, duration of ailments. Oh, penetration. Okay, penetration is good. Attribute requirements. And intelligence, huh. I have made many of these gloves in the past, and it didn't seem like it was this hard to hit. But let's see if we can do one more, and if we get it. Magnitude of ailments. This is a very good one. So what this turns into is... Oh. Never mind. This is not what I thought it was. Cold damage to attacks, though, is damage is extra cold. That's great. Lightning damage. Damage is extra lightning. Ignite magnitude. Here is explode. I'm surprised it took this long to find it. We'll probably have to do a few more, but if we want to get some explode, we can do it over here. Or you could get this over here for a bit of fire damage to attacks, but I guess for the sake of the video, that attack speed. This one's also really good. This gives us chance to gain onslaught on hit. Crit damage bonus is fantastic. And these ones are just all kind of bad. We look at these. I mean, these are still pretty sweet gloves. Damage extra cold, onslaught, base crit, bit of chaos res, fire explode, damage extra lightning. For 40x, that's pretty good. Here, these ones, these have global evasion rating and energy shields, duration of ailments, cooldown recovery. Enemies take increased damage for each elemental ailment type. That one is very strong, and this one also has very good explode on it with the ignite magnitude. Should we do one or two more? One other thing to point out is that if you give these ward with the crafting bench over here, that seems to get removed when you use the Omen of Putrefaction on them. So I'm not going to do that. The other thing is the base type doesn't seem to matter that much. The item level does. Previously, I was using item level 75 because it blocks out some modifiers we don't want to see from the mod pool, but I'm going to try with a higher level one. Maybe it gives us a higher odd of getting that Arcane Surge mod, which is the one I really, really, really want to get. But let's see. Another 4 pairs. Putrefaction, 6 modifiers. It has quality. Let's do it. Physical damage to attacks, not bad. Ignite magnitude for explode. Lightning damage to attacks for a bit of damage extra lightning or more damage on low mana. This is actually really good, but damage extra lightning. Here we can take some cold res. Intelligence for cooldown reduction. And critical damage bonus for base crit. These are pretty good. These are probably an upgrade for a lot of folks. Alright, next. Cold damage to attacks, nice. Fizz to attacks. I feel like this got nerfed. I don't know if I'm crazy, but... Attribute requirements, nice. Intelligence for cooldown reduction. Even these are pretty good. Damage extra, all res. More damage on low mana. But let's see. We gotta get one good pair, right? That's a lot of cold damage. That's good. Alright. Magnitude of ailments. Magnitude of ailments is... ailment threshold. Yeah, this one's not that good. We can go for this. Like, even this is still really nice. Even on a low tier. Ignite magnitude for explode. Or the physical damage. Or just a nice chunk of fizz. These are all bad. But we can go with that. Attack speed, fantastic. Crit damage bonus, wow. Okay. These are actually really, really nice. They don't have explode, but more global evasion rating and energy shields. Damage extra fizz, damage extra cold, chance to gain onslaught, base crit, and a bit of lightning res. These are very, very, very nice. So they actually, their damage increase for me. But the one thing they don't have is melee levels, which gets converted into quality of melee skills. Oh, of all skills rather. But these are fantastic. These are really, really good. Let's see. One more pair. Can we get it? I want to get Explode, Arcane Surge, which by the way only rolls on intelligence gloves. Please? One good pair. Alright. Energy Shield, not bad. Ignite magnitude or poison magnitude for explode. Okay. Energy shield. This is good defensively. This one is good offensively. Probably fire res. Intelligence for cooldown reduction. And alright, this one a bit of a rip. So, I mean, even these ones have nice explode, good defenses. I think these might actually be the best pair we've found so far in terms of damage. So the one thing though is for my build, crit chance is the most important thing. I suspect you can probably make the perfect gloves that I'm thinking of, but it's going to be extremely expensive. Whereas with this method, assuming that the cost of these materials doesn't just skyrocket, you can make a very, very, very nice pair of gloves for quite cheap. So give it a try. See what you think. If you enjoy it, I wish I could give these away, but I'm not allowed to. Otherwise, I'll get in trouble. But yeah, that's it. If you have a method for crafting like the ultimate gloves, let me know. It's probably going to cost a fortune, but this method works. So have a wonderful day, everyone. Stay safe. Catch you in the next video, and bye-bye.